it pays not to be busy. We live in a world where being busy is almost like a badge of honor. Being busy is good. It means that you're being productive. It means that you're doing important things, right? Well, as we'll find out, being busy is not a good thing. It's not a good trait. If anything, it shows that you have a lack of time management. Now, not to upset you or anything, but let's get started here. We learned that we have a region of the brain called the hippocampus, which is crucial to learning. And new neurons are born every day in the hippocampus. Now, because new neurons are created, we need to nurture our brain. We need to use our brain. We need to train our brain to make sure that these neurons don't deteriorate, that we are actually using our brain and keeping it strong. Now, one of the things that can actually improve these neurons in our hippocampus is to be surrounded by people, surrounded by others. There's been studies where if you put an animal by itself, it weakens the strength of the neurons versus if you have a rat surrounded by others. You want to be surrounded by other people who are stimulating you. And things like exercise also does that, where it stimulates your brain. But at the same time, when you're being busy, when you're constantly working, when your brain is constantly on, you're doing things, you're checking email, you're checking your text messages, your brain doesn't have that moment of pause. Remember when you used to get recess at school? That's actually extremely important for your brain to develop. We learned about the focus and diffuse mode, right? The idea is that healthy, leisurely time is absolutely key. One study found that what distinguished concert-level violinists from those that were just good were that the concert-level violinists were able to actually have leisure time. They weren't constantly on. They were able to take breaks and relax their brain. There's many stories of people like Einstein who used to take naps throughout the day. Famous, smart people who used to sleep for 10 hours at a time in a day. If you find yourself being constantly busy, realize that that isn't a badge of honor. You're actually doing a disservice to your brain. If you want to do something efficiently, if you want to be an efficient learner, taking breaks and not being busy is actually a better strategy. Find a way to not be busy. More does not always mean better. And we learned in our pillars that efficiency trumps grit. And the good news for people out there is that being busy, being always on, always doing things, and not taking breaks is actually a bad long-term strategy. The good news is that taking breaks in the long run will actually make you more successful. So hit that pause, walk away from your computer, your laptop, go for a walk, and I'll see you in the next video.